clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Michigan Wolverines. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Huskers will kick it away to start us off. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast. Win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmaker.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. They've got the screen set up. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on 4th.
And the Wolverines will punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Back to throw, it's Lockett. Flips it out in the flat. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
They'll try to get it through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Key. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. Pushes ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskers. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Makes a move. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
The extra point here would tie the game. And right down the middle. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
From the shotgun, they'll run it. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
To the air, it's Lockett. Finds his man, it's Rich. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Huskers will have it 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll throw it from the red zone. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business. The Cornhuskers are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Tosses to the quarterback. Makes it right up the 30. Open spaces. Touchdown, Michigan. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
That is such a nice job by the receiver there in that trick play, acting like he's going to block and then getting downfield. He was wide open, thinking to himself, just don't drop this, just don't drop this. All he had to do was catch it and run it into the end zone.
Well, and I think people underestimate the timing of a flea flicker, right? When you got to hand the football off, get the toss back, and the quarterback now be in sync with the receiver, and he catches it, you're right, and then gets into the end zone like he's supposed to for the big-time play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Lockett. Got his man on the right. And he's still running after the move. Oh, it's a fumble. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Quickly to the tight end. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And the Huskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Nebraska.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking downfield, it's Lockett. Gonna let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early. He's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives. They've scored 2 touchdowns. And here on their third possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete. But if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
He's got it. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one, and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
And last week was great for this young man, but man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level, just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Throws toward the end zone. Pick off! What a play by this defense!
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
So here comes the Michigan offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. Fires it incomplete. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They were backed up in their own end. Now a bit of a change of scenery. They're across the 35, first and 10 from the 36. Going to try to get it himself.
So what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on first down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He wants to change this route. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Finds the tight end. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
And the Wolverines are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. So now it's second and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And most quarterbacks will tell you, if they start to drift and throw off their back foot, their balance isn't as good, and you're more inclined to miss like he did right there.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to keep it in the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Dropping back, it's Rocket. Unloads to the right. And the pass is incomplete. Jars loose by the hit.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Rich. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. The Cornhuskers have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 15. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
To the air on 1st down. Moving away from pressure. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit.
Touchdown, Nebraska! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Oregon has some work to do, but go against this team at your own risk. The program who played in the first ever CFP championship is always a threat to come back. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas A&M. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Extending the play. He throws it back to the left, a risky ball. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Handoff from the gun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Tight end now in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Buys a little extra time. He'll throw it. Got his man downfield. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The offense changing the play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Touchdown, Wolverines! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass. It's Lockett. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on 2nd. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. Quick completion on the out. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Huskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Pulls and fires complete. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. The defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Grab near the marker. It's Russo. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. To the air, it's Lockett. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers. Grabbed the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down. He rifles one deep to the left. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
It's just part of playing the position, and that's an interception this young man's going to learn from. That's the first interception he's thrown in his college football career, and guess what? It's probably not going to be his last. You got to turn the page and learn from it.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Looking downfield on first down. He'll off one deep down the left side. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Tosses it incomplete.
The offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the primary target on a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy the ball.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. To the air, it's Lockett. This time he's got it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Snagged in the middle. It's Russo. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Gets it out quickly.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
to throw. It's Lockett. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
The Wolverines come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Using his feet. Finding open areas. It's a running room. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down to the 37. There was a time when if you had a guy who runs like he does, that you move him to a different position. Not anymore, man. These quarterbacks can run and throw.
Yeah, back in my time, I was throwing to guys like that. I certainly wasn't moving like it, but boy, oh boy, you hold your breath every time he takes off because that guy might be the fastest player on the field.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
A first down run in the red zone. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Wants to go up top. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! Fitted in the window for the score.
And I like this offense. I like watching it, man. They find a way to make plays and spread the football around. But I'll tell you what, I think this QB has an eye for this guy because that's 3 TDs now in 4 games. He wants to find him to make plays, really starting to trust that receiver out wide.
Looking for the time with the extra point. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Oregon is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Justin Herbert had a hand in getting this kid to Eugene, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Texas A&M. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this.
Snatches it on the run. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw, it's Lockett. Dances away to buy time. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
Caught close to the marker. It's Russo. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
You know, you're seeing in college football now with spread offense and tempo and air raid, we're seeing more and more 400-yard days, but I can't remember the last time I've seen one look as impressive as this guy has played today, David. He has been on fire.
And it's so annoying now because all the quick game is so good. And then you take shots when you get matchups, and you see tight ends now that move like wide receivers and running backs that move like receivers. There's so many ways that quarterbacks can hurt you now, and he showed all of it today.
Wants to throw again. He's got it. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, and letting them get some positive yards.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Steps away. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
Once you start to get down towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see they try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on 4th down. Caught near the sticks. It's Key. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A 4th down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big 4th down conversion here in the 3rd quarter to give yourself some life in a tight ball game.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. That's one he'd like to have back.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Takes the easy one to the back. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. The give to the lone running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Quarterback may change this route. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
I like the idea to go for it there on fourth down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up, they bowed up, and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in a sudden change situation and get you the football back.
Scanning the field, it's Lockett. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Nebraska! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better die.
Lets it fly. He's got it on the left. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Wants to throw on first down. Unleashes one. Got him downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
This quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
Working that left side now, and he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him.
And they will score! Touchdown Wolverines! Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Man, we've been anticipating this top 15 matchup all week. Let's show you how things are playing out. Oregon has the lead currently at Autzen Stadium, and that typically dynamic offense just hasn't been able to pull away. They're up by 4 over Texas A&M. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Looking for a man, it's Lockett. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He's going to take off. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They'll move the tight end. The hand to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, that D-tackle has an explosive first step. He shot right out of his stance. He was in the backfield, and he was able to make the tackle for loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
Get set, get set.
Making side adjustments here. Second down, he'll throw it. Quickly complete. Oh, what a move. Inside the 35. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. A really nice day from this quarterback. Over 350 yards passing now, Jeff.
He's had a plan all game long. He just seems to find his best matchups, and he's done an awesome job giving his guys opportunities to make plays.
This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. To the air on first down. Get it out on the screen. Turning it on!
Well, you've seen the last two plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
To the air on second down. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Ready to go back to work on offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready.
And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
This offense has it with really good field position. Here's the handoff. Got enough for the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Right back to the well. Breaks it to the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the Wolverines line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4.
Here we go.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
I'll tell you what, I love no hesitation. I love my quarterback to make that RPO read, throw it to the right really quickly, but just got to be a little bit more accurate, maybe not rush it so much.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal.
Razor, razor. Now. Yankee blue. Yankee blue. Target.
From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game.
It's the plays like that that are going to end up defining and deciding this game, right? It's tight. Tie game, 4th quarter. Someone is going to step up and make a game-changing play, and the defender did right there.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play. There he goes! How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a 1st down.
Well, this is a game this quarterback is going to remember for a very long time. There's not many where you get close to 500 yards passing. That's what he has. A Heisman-worthy performance.
Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. Ball spotted at the 21. It's 1st down. Back to throw, it's Lockett. Flushed out of the pocket. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Made a defender miss. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. From the gun, the ground game. Finds a crease at the 20. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The Cornhuskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
Well, right away after picking up the 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Wants to throw. It's Lockett. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in a great position.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. So here it is, plenty of time to go and an opportunity to move the ball down the field and win it, David.
Yeah, and you rep this every single week. The 2-minute drill, you got to be precise. You know exactly what your favorite plays are, Palmer. Go down the field, get me in field goal range.
And it comes down to the awareness, right? Especially at the quarterback position here, understanding the timeout situation, working the boundary and the sideline. What's the clock showing me? It all comes down to this.
He makes the grab. Stumbled to the ground. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. Still running at the 35. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. And on that last play, he's now over 400 yards passing.
Well, Reese, if you're going to throw for over 400 bills, you got to spread the praise around. Up front, they've done an outstanding job protecting this quarterback, and his receivers have been winning one-on-one.
They'll try the run. Running into the open space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, that's nice by the running back there, showing you his experience and his self-control, because a lot of guys would have tried to bounce that football to the outside, but he understands the assignment. We're in the middle of the field. We need to stay in the middle of the field to give our kicker the best field position and angle possible to go and kick this game-winning field goal.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. They needed a big play, and they got it, and the foot down for the first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Quarterback making checks. Powers forward. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And the field goal unit is on the field. And it all comes down to this. Make or miss, win or lose. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they go back on top. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.